Working within the year, my hand started peeling more and more until it got cut up, only to find out by the doctor I'm allergic to the chemicals. And as soon as I showed them proof of it, they wanted to let me go. I told them that's not right because it's not my fault. I was hoping to paint cars like I was trained for, but instead I was driving cars to be worked on, and once it was fixed, drive it back to the customers. Because of Scott's and somewhere between this time I met Bill and Robert. And my other real stories besides the supernatural, and this one, I would appreciate it if you would tap my name and go to Back to Devil's Woods, and Wood's final chapter. And this is what happened before and after those times. His wife being a fake Christian, and so was Bill, before he changed to being a real Christian. With God willing, I got there as often as I could to witness to them about true Christianity. If I remember correctly, the wife, like myself, had a full-time job, plus taking care of inside and outside of the trailer, and the husband 2 part-time jobs. I never really bothered with the wife because she really didn't care, but with him I did, because he was really focusing on what the Bible was saying when I was showing him. One late afternoon, I came over and she came out. Is Bill here? No. Do you know when he's going to be back? No. As soon as I turned around to go to the car to leave, but Bill said if you come by, take me shopping for us, so we could get some real food because we only got junk food. I don't know, it doesn't seem right. Let me ask him first. Where's he working? He's not at his first job. He's at his second job, and nobody's supposed to disturb him or he's going to get fired for it. In that case, I better leave and come back later. As I started to leave to come back much later, he's going to come back way late at night. And if you want to remain friends, then I suggest you help us out so he can come home to a meal. And that's when she got to me because I had very little friends if you go back to my past stories. And they all left. So I really didn't want to lose this one. On the way there, she told me she remembered her husband wanted a pizza when he got home. Ready to order? What would you like on your pizza? It's not supposed to be for me. Bill wouldn't like it if I didn't feed you a slice. Especially for driving me around like this for us. So what kind? Any kind of meat pizza would be fine, thanks. A meat Lakers, please. After we got done late that night, and she really got mad at me for ignoring her that whole time. 1, I'm a Christian, I don't fornicate, we wait for marriage. 2, we don't cheat because that would be committing adultery. And 3, when I wasn't a Christian, I wouldn't mess with somebody else's wife because that would be gross because they've been with that person. Take me home! Right away. After I dropped her off, she rushed to that trailer to get away from me. I don't remember exactly how long later, but I came back for Bill to find out if she was telling me the truth. Is Bill here? No, but he said when you come just to tell you thanks for the pizza and to ask you to take me clothes shopping. Is he working in a restaurant so that I could ask him about it? No, but if you want to remain friends with him, then I suggest you take me. And I think she used that because she knew it got me before. And as soon as she went to the female section, I stayed where I was. Are you coming with me? I'm fine right here. Oh, come on. How do you think I would look in this? I think your husband would like it. And she left with the quickness, and I took her back home. Now, I don't remember if it was the next day or some days later, but I decided to do something different by going to the restaurant where they both worked at. But I had bad timing that night because he wasn't working, she was. And she asked me, I get off in a few minutes, can you take me home? And Bill should be there. And I told her okay, and I was thinking about asking him if those other 2 times were true. So she told me to drive in front of the place so I could pick her up. And as soon as I did, this other guy comes in the back. Then she said, I told him that you wouldn't mind dropping him off first. He was staying at this motel. She betrayed me with a kiss on the cheek and went with him. And thankfully, Bill was at that trailer at that time. After I told him everything, he said he trusts me because I never lied to him before. And she lied. And take me where she was last at. And so I did. Yeah, they went around this area. He knocked on every door asking for his wife until he got to the right one. How could you do this to me? I could go anywhere I want, whenever I want, to do who I want. I could sleep with him, and while the finger went around me, him! We practically stayed together all that night, sharing stories until I told him about the devil-possessed woods. He caught me off guard by saying, let's go, and we went. And when we came back, we prayed together. After he moved, we started a Bible study group. And in that group, Robert became part of us. And Robert and I Bible studied at his place so he could get a group of his own when Bill's not around. And that's what we did. If I remember correctly, I came on a weekend. Robert's wife answered the door wearing a bathrobe. And I asked her if Bob was here, and she said, yeah, come on in. She told me to sit down while she gets him. Then she comes out wearing a nightgown or a long t-shirt. So do you think Bobby's so holy now? And I thought he did give up being an alcoholic and told me he poured out all of his alcohol and showed me proof that he didn't have none in the whole apartment. If you think so, just check out the VCR tapes he has. Is Robert coming out? He's busy getting ready to come out, but check this out. He must have recorded over this one. What's the next? He did it over this one too. Watch this next one. Oh, he did it to all 3 of them. I thought you told me Robert's coming out. And what is he doing here? And when they went to the back room to talk about it, I decided I need to get out of here. I don't want to sound like I'm giving you one of those lines, but it's not really what it seems. Then I told him exactly what happened. And then he said to me, David, I don't blame you. I always knew she cheated on me for some time now. And for both these women cheating, the guy's got a divorce. The Jesus' law is Matthew 5:31 and 19:9. That's for cheating. Deuteronomy 24:4 and 5. You can't remarry the one you divorced that did somebody else, because that would be a sin, but you can remarry. And after a long time later, that's when we went to the Devil's Woods. Just remember to check those outs, please.